you, Simon. Good afternoon, Pep. You suggested earlier in the week that perhaps Sergio Aguero had an outside chance of being fit for this game. Is that still the case, or has it come too early?
No, it's not ready, not yet.
Gabriel Jesus, we saw obviously come back in midweek, played well. He's suggested that you have to win these games if you're going to win the title. Do you see it the same way?
It's important games, but presidential elections in the United States of America, all the votes must be counted. So a lot of points to play.
And Phil Foden is back in the England squad. How have you seen him respond to the criticism that he faced 2 months ago when he was sent home?
A long time ago it happened. Since then, always was brilliant. His behavior is always exceptional. So improving, because he's a young lad, they have a lot of margin to improve, but always was calm and was good.
Thank you, Ben. Next we'll go to Anita Jones. Anita.
Hello. Hi, Pep.
Hi.
So the last 3 seasons, the champions have been yourselves and Liverpool. How much have you enjoyed the rivalry between your team and theirs?
It's always nice to play against the strongest teams as possible, and in the last last year was the stronger. So it's an exceptional team for a long time ago, with the same manager for a long time ago, and yeah, it's nice to face them all the time to improve our level.
It's only your 7th game of this season. You're 5 points behind Liverpool with a game in hand. How big is this game for your season? I know you've kind of touched on it already and alluded to the presidential election and so on, but just if you could answer it, please.
No, of course it's important. We cannot deny it. It is, but like you said, so it's the 7th game of the league. So we have 1 game left. So there are a lot of points to play. But of course, you know how important and know how good performance we have to do to beat them. So we knew it from the past, and like we won and we lost, and yeah, we are going to do our best to beat them.
Thanks, Anita. Next we go to Mike Minay, BBC Manchester.
Hi, Pep. Good afternoon. Just a quick one for me, really. Does anything extra go into a game with Liverpool that's perhaps different from any other Premier League games? Do you focus on something more on the training ground? Is there a difference in your tactic talks with your teams?
I would say the difference that we have 1 game more to prepare the game before the recent games, and with training, yeah, quite usual. Some ideas always on the table, but like every game, and after we decide what is more comfortable for the players. So we're going to do our game as best as possible, and knowing the quality of our opponents, and yeah, impose our game.
You gave the players Thursday off, I think. Did you say this week? Have you seen a benefit to that already? Are you hoping to see a benefit, but more refreshed and I get more energetic? I guess, as you said, that they've been tired and struggling.
No, all the time the players are good, training good. And it's not the case, but it's good for all of us to have, especially for them, don't come here and then training and stay with the families and but today friends is difficult because you cannot move, but yeah, to be a little bit out of the training center is good for the mind. So, and now today they were ready, and tomorrow we'll be ready too, and the day after hopefully too.
Thanks, Mike. James Conlon.
Hello there, Pep. Just wondering there about your opinion on the sort of the red card rule in terms of on the pitch, in terms of VAR, yellow cards being upheld to red cards. There was an incident there with Nani there during the week where his yellow card was upheld to a red card. Are you in favour of the referee's decision standing on the pitch in terms of yellow cards and red cards?
I don't understand the question.
So VAR changing yellow cards to red cards.
I don't know. VAR, no. I don't know. they know what they had to do.
Okay, thank you, James. Jack, go on.
Hiya, Pep. How nice is it going to be for you on Sunday to actually face an opponent at the Etihad who wants to come to the ground and play their own game instead of sitting on the edge of their own box?
When you play against the teams like Liverpool, like another team, so always there are moments that you have to suffer. We know it. We have to do it, and try to our strength points to use it as much as possible. So we know each other quite well. We play many times. So yeah, and I don't expect a game like 90 minutes will be there. I don't expect a game like 90 minutes they will be there. So there will up and downs and be stable in the bad moments, and in good moments take our chances and be clinical.
But you're expecting a game that's far more open than you've been used to against teams at the Etihad this year.
Both teams want to attack, so both teams want to try it. I think, in general we did a good games, not for 90 minutes, because we are not ready to maintain the level for 90 minutes. But in general, our level was good.
Thank you.
Okay, Jack, thank you. Simon Bashkowski.
Hi, Pat. I know it won't be the same game as the one in July, but have you used that 4-0 win as like with the players in terms of psychologically getting ready for this game?
Well, it's a new competition. They were champion. Of course, they came here because we felt it for the first minutes to win, to break our 100-point record. But they were champion, and we were already almost qualified for the Champions League next season. It was just a little bit different game. It's different seasons. It's completely different. So will be different players in both sides. Some players in both sides. So it's different. We are playing in different way right now in the way we press and the way we're doing. So I don't pay much attention what happened in the past, because the past is the past, in the good and bad way. So always we have another chance to new game, and with the players that we have, the best conditions possible, try to play.
Thank you, Simon. Next we go to Fred Caldera.
Hi, Pep. Jurgen Klopp just said that playing Man City is the most difficult game in the world of football at the moment. Do you feel the same about them?
Absolutely. It's not all the time, but 90% or 95% with Jurgen I am agree. Sometimes not, but most of the times I am agree with him.
Thank you.
Okay, Fred, thank you. Martin Blackburn.
Yeah, hi, Pep. How much of a blow for Liverpool is losing Virgil van Dijk for the season? And do you see it as similar to what happened to you last season with Aymeric Laporte?
Well, I would say the most important thing, I wish that the surgery was good from Virgil and can recover as quick as possible, as soon as possible. What can I say? Now we miss him. I like to play with the best player as possible on the pitch. And the other side, Liverpool remains an incredible top team because the structure is there. They know exactly every player what they have to do, and the results 3-4 days ago in Italy against Atalanta, like we faced them last season. Like, okay, we beat them 5-1 at home, but know how difficult it is beat them away, and they did it. So that's why Liverpool remains a top class team.
Thank you, Martin. David McDonnell.
Hi, Pep. Just following on from that question, you said that Liverpool are one of the hardest teams 90% of the time to play against, and your admiration for them. Do you still see them as the team to beat this season, despite the crazy start in terms of results? And do you think the team that finishes above them will be champions?
Yeah, it's the biggest favorite, but I think this season what happened with the pandemic situation is different. So I see other teams really strong. Leicester still maintain the level of the last season, except the last month and a half that they drop points when nobody expected. It still remains incredible result, solid with start 11, even substitutions, and Arsenal making incredible big step forward, to be contender, and Tottenham at the end, Mourinho got the team like he wants, and Chelsea in the beginning was a little bit like this, but now it's so stable, no conceding goals, score a lot of goals, big squad, huge squad, foot rotation in the top players. So and okay, in that moment, United is not in terms of the results, but I know the quality. We suffered them United last season a lot in terms of results and how difficult they are, because up front they are incredible, fast, clinical, and they are top class. So there are, I think this season will be a lot of teams, I think, being there, and I think the last 5-10 games will be important to arrive being there to have a challenge to fight for the title. Hopefully we can be there. Arrive at the end with the chance to fight for the title.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, David. Kieran Canning.
Hi, Pep. Just based off what you've said there about the number of teams that can compete this season, and allied to the schedule and playing behind closed doors, do you think it will be impossible for yourselves and Liverpool to match the points tallies you've shown over the past 2 or 3 years? And does that take the pressure off a little bit, because these games, the past 2 or 3 seasons, have been so pivotal in the title race?
Well, the important is win the title. It doesn't matter how much points you have to get. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. The first time we won 100 points, we won, 40 or 50 points behind the second one. And maybe we don't need it to do 100 points, but we did it. So in the other season, so with Liverpool was tied. The second one, the third one, Liverpool won a big advantage. So I don't know exactly what is going to happen. Apparently, it doesn't look, no team is going to make a lot of points, but you never know. So the teams, like I said before, all they are able to make a big run of wins, so everything can happen. So only I can be focused in ourselves to maintain some good things we have done, improve the still we need, and games to try to win.
Okay, guys, we'll call the 10:30 embargo, please, for the Sundays. So that's 10:30 on Saturday evening for this embargo.